from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Texans take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines scrambling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. McPherson down for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14 Texans, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. T.J. Watt. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd win here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6, he only got halfway there. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, ready?
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the flop, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Ready?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he will will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
3rd and 10.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal. Tua. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds Bateman over the middle. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
A final shot before break. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, it's Stevenson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone this way in this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Tua. This is, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out through.
And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accepting. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 98 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Fant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
to his throw there, taken in by Smith. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2 and a throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, they can burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
An 8-yard loss brings up fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
15-yard line.
One last shot for Wilson. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are all tied at 28. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 144 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, you keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Panthers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.